Well, hey there, team. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a bit more Stationeers. Jeez, I nearly said hard space. All right, so I quizzed you guys and you were fantastic. Essentially, my misunderstanding, I think, has been corrected for the most part. Is that tracking? It is tracking. Essentially, this thing's capacity to do power is high, and this battery is actually the, let's say, problem. The cause of what's going wrong here. So this battery is demanding along this line from this generator, give me fucking everything you've got, son. And he's like, oh, no one's told me that before. I'll do it. And so he's sending all the power he can through the line. This probably explains why it's blowing out there as well, because while that's sort of directional there, it's not here. So in response to that hail, this thing is blasting max power along all the lines, so we're just getting random blowouts at any point connected, basically, all right? That's my takeaway. How do we fix that? Well, we could heavy watt wire the cable. That's probably going to be the easiest solution, but we could also like try and throttle it with like a transformer, I suppose, or something like that. People pointed out you can use fuses. All fuses are going to do is make the blowout more able to be found, you know? That doesn't fix the problem, it just moves where the wire's gonna blow. So yeah, okay, I think I think maybe the heavy watt cable is probably the go. Now, can we make that already? Probably not. Hey, we can actually. Look at that. Oh, it requires gold? Get stuffed. Alright, well, we'll cook the 2 cable that we can. Oh my god, it takes forever as well. Alright, so we're going to have some work to do there. Potato time. Everyone's favourite time of the day. Right, so can I just place it over? I cannot. So this is going to take a not insignificant amount of cable. I guess we'd have to run it all the way up to there, wouldn't we? Yeah. Okay, it's going to be a bit of work. We're going to need a bunch of copper. That's going to be good. 20 would give us 40, but gold. Gold is the thing we're going to need a lot of. Now, we probably don't. Or, did we not dig out a shitload of gold at some point? Maybe. It's not in this one, though. Alright. You know what? I'll just let that run. This thing is still charging from the grid though, and it's tracking. It's not the end of the world. But you know, we should probably just replace this cable while it's a known issue, you know? If I don't do it now, I'll bloody forget about it. Yeah. And then we'll get a battery bank going at some point. Alright, now, to find the big gold batch. I can't actually remember. I'm pretty sure we actually, because in previous saves I've struggled finding gold, but I'm pretty sure we've actually come across like a shitload of gold on this map. Copper. Hey, there we go. Looky here. Alright. Always something to do. Bit more busy work. Yeah, so we'll upgrade that cable now while it's fresh in our mind, because having that built-in redundancy of the power generator is important, you know, and we're going to need it when, right? We're going to need it when it's pitch black in the middle of the night, when I can't go looking for bloody gold to make cable. So it's probably important to just sort of get it done now, you know? Well, geez, we're getting a bunch. This is great. Apparently there's more over here. More over there as well. Big old gold hoard. There it is. Alright, that'll probably do us. Probably run home. Yeah, so replace the cable, and then what are we gonna do next? I mean, there's a million different things for me to be doing at once. We've got storage for our excess, which is good. Our filters are up to speed. Essentially, sorting out this battery redundancy system so our solar panel keeps running was kind of a bit of a priority there. But this is good, because this kind of removes the cap that we can get from the sun, because it would have been capping out actually. Because the max capacity we could get was the battery built in, at least with this. Now, that's not a great indicator of the amount of power it can hold. Like, that one little cube is more power than one of these big batteries can hold, from what I understand. It is interesting, though, how the brownout situation was working as well. You can see that's just not charging over there as well. So, like, expecting it to get sort of fair treatment from the network is a bit of a stretch. So what we'll probably end up doing is putting a battery charger here, like behind this battery, right? So at the very least, like even during the night, the battery charger would charge off of the main, which is this, and then we should have fully juiced batteries by that. Like, if this thing's going to hog all the power, we can at least siphon off of that. And if this battery is not getting charged, you can see it's sitting on red, you know? Why isn't it charging? Well, because everything's getting hogged down this line here. And I guess the only real way to stop that would be trying to put, like, throttles with like, transformers and that. And I just don't think that's going to do the job. So, yeah, we'll have a battery reserve over here and we can swap that out. In fact, that probably works out better than if we had a dedicated fixed battery. You know, the ability to actually put a battery into this thing if it goes flat. Because if we had the two fixed batteries on parallel circuits, who's to say this thing's not going to hog all the charge again, but we won't have any way to manually recharge the logic system? Interesting. Interesting stuff. Indeed. Alright. Get some more cable going. Yeah. And I think the battery thing we can actually already build. We might have researched it by accident or something, but I'm almost certain that we can make the battery the battery bank. Or do we not actually start with one? We might start with one. God, this takes me back. There we go, we do. Battery charger, perfect. That's using the old noodle. Now, where's going to be the best place to put that? We want to put it after this. Oh, that's fairly inoffensive. Let's do that. Perfect. We should probably keep an eye on this. That'll do for the moment. Let's switch these out. Alright. Cool. And we should have... Do we have another spare battery apart from the one... There we go. No. Stop. So we could hypothetically do something like this. And do something like that. I guess it's hard to tell if it's drawing. I mean, it should be. We'll just watch and see if it should charge off of this main battery here. Okay. Probably have to just tear all this up. How much we got? 13. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that's enough. For the moment. Oh, that's right, because I was going to run the main down the center. Like, why did we take that extra square? Yeah, that's alright, we'll adhere to that. Alright. 3 more. We're going to need more for sure. There you go, yellow, so it is charging. Did I read this right? There's hardly anything... Oh, no. There's plenty. 1, 2... Well, I mean, how much do these take, those corner spots? 3? Hmm, 2. They use 2. Oops. Okay. Alright. There we go. That should protect any sort of surge from that. I guess there's only real one way to test it. Let's go. So that's interesting. That was flashing because of the draw. Nothing's blown up. That's good news. How much coal did we have in there? I might just let it run. It couldn't hurt to have that extra charge in the network, you know. All right, we didn't do our rounds. I'll do that real quick.
Power low.
$30. Holy dooly. Alright.
Hunger. Caution.
Oh, let's eat a potato then. Alright. Set outward. 20 degrees. 22 degrees. Pressure's getting up there as well, actually. This is good. We're kind of doing this a bit too effectively, almost. We might have to drain a little bit out. 30 kPa. Alright. What if I put a little squirt back out? We get rid of that. Just drain, bleed the line a little bit, you know? Alright, cool. Oh, look at that. It powered it right up. Mate, it loved it. It lapped that up big and proper. Alright. Oh, hang on. There you go, get that charged. Now, that little battery is a trick because remember I swapped that little battery out, right? It hasn't held charge all the way through the day and night, as it were. So, getting a larger one of those small batteries is probably another big priority to put into that slot. But, oh no, we can do it with gold, copper, and steel. Okay, that's cool. 1 more copper and 5 gold. Did we go through everything though? 5 gold we can do. Copper not so much. Yeah, but we saw a really sizable copper vein out there, remember? So, so we could go do that. Go looking for copper. Alright, cool. Grid's tracking, batteries working, cables replaced. This is cool. The grid is approaching self-sufficiency. How much have we cooked there? Right.
Jetpack on.
Might go for a bit of a look. There it is. Dig this up. Nice. Getting a good haul out of this. It's probably a good thing that I made the effort to make it so we've basically got infinite storage space for ore. So as I can sort of do these larger sort of blocks of mining without kind of, you know, concern about my inventory space, because that's a legit thing. Even, like, forget about the gas component, because keeping the gases in the belt, big deal. Or is a big deal, sorry. But, like, even if you take that out of the equation, oh my god, hang on, this is getting crazy. Like putting the normal ore like on the ground to roll around, and that just doesn't, that ain't gonna fly, chief. And you'd have to, oh my god, alright, we're gonna fly out. I've built quite the hazard down there. Seems I'll probably fall in there and die, I would say. We've got plenty of copper. Ooh, yeah, no, just having the ores roll around is an actual pain in the bum. Oh Jesus. These jump physics though sometimes. Holy dooly. Oh, we're making a battery. And what did that need? Oh, literally 1 copper? Okay. I think we can handle that somehow. Dish is back to tracking, so that's good. And with this battery, she is gonna be laughing. In fact, it probably never, well, I mean, having said that, in the old system it wouldn't need replacing. But in the sort of, in the system where the power is sort of split and it's a bit hungry, not so much sort of thing. Yeah, look, this is the ideal system. Having one that we can swap out, but we also want one that we can swap out for our suit. So how's about we cook another one of these batteries? 3 gold, 5 copper. Okay. So just cook all that. And a lot of our power issues will be pretty good. You know, I mean, look, at the end of the day, as long as you're surviving, you're surviving. A lot of this is quality of life stuff, generally speaking. $3 gold. But yeah, building an actual base with atmosphere, whoo, I'm excited to do that, because at least then we can stop using the life support systems on our suit. Not even for the air. That actually makes me think, wonder what uses the most power in your life support systems actually. Because we've got it needs to maintain pressure. Maybe it is just the heating. I wonder. Because hypothetically, you could do a half step, I suppose, if you're having a hard time making a breathable atmosphere. What if we made a room where it was just at nominal heat, but it was toxic atmosphere, for example, right? I could roll around in my suit, but I could turn off the heating component. Or maybe I wouldn't even need to turn it off, actually, because it'd be hitting target. You can see on the side, internal, target, and then you've got external. Our external temperature is pretty close. That's interesting, but the pressure's not. But it'd be more about a case of the pressure as well, because even though the temperature outside is the same, if it's only 2 kPa versus my 50 in my suit, the rate of transfer of the heat is going to make it not much of a big deal anyway. If we got it into the sort of ideal pressure and temperature range, then my suit, even with the life support systems on, like they wouldn't be doing anything, you know? I assume. It depends how they do draw and all that in this anyway. It could be that your suit just always operates max chickens, whether you like it or not. Like, it's a game, remember? It's still all just coded in the back end. So, what are you going to do? Alright, well look, that's probably a pretty good little milestone to sort of pause on. And then from there we got to think about what we're going to do next, and we have a million different things. But yeah, I think maybe I'm ready to start looking at building a sort of internal thing, like an internal sort of base. The only thing that's kind of stopping me is maybe the ground penetrating radar. Did we research that? We probably did, actually. And I can't actually remember, but that's the one thing. So that at least when I do go out to mine, I can drill a hole, I can use the radar, I can be a really effective miner at this current tier of tech. That's the one thing that might slow me down. But otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty keen to start getting a base going as soon as possible. If only, like I said, to have that pressurized and heated environment to take stress off of my my suit, so that I don't have to keep swapping my battery all the time. You know, reduce the sort of stressors. And I guess beyond that, we'd probably make a microwave. So we'd have this pressurized room with a microwave in it. Or, well, actually, no, beyond that, like, we'd want stuff to do in there so we could move certain things in there. But yeah, dealing with all this industry, because all these things spark, right? So you need a controlled environment. You can't have flammables. You have to be really careful with your oxygen accelerator in the air as well. And they all emanate, I think they emanate gases. Well, maybe they don't. This thing definitely does. This pumps out all sorts of toxic shit. So how do I put this inside a base? Because to me, that's wasted product as well. Any heat or anything generated is something I would love to capture and make use of. So we'd have to have some sort of construction room floor, or even isolate them for some reasons. And then you can use all the chutes to hook them all up and put them onto a big old bloody construction network. World's my oyster. Anyway, team, thanks again for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.